Previously, on Rise of the Runelords, our heroes laid in wait as a group of ogres leading 4 large hounds came upon the camp that the party had used for rest the night before. The new guests are greeted as all unwanted callers should be, with a full round of fireball. As the rest of the party positioned themselves for the next round of fisticuffs, Geisen sent yet another fireball hurtling towards the ogre hunting party, finishing what he had started and removing the hounds from the battle. Ikki, Shinichi, and Grelda then made quick work of the remaining ogres. After a quick breather, the group decided that the rescued Firepelt cougar should be safely taken back to her den. Grelda offered the injured animal a ride on her shoulders, while Geisen decided that the best way to take a quick rest was to climb atop Shinichi's broad shoulders while they walked. After dropping the kindly animal off at her den, though not before Shinichi got in a quality round of petting, the group turned towards Fort Rannick and scouted the area. Finding that there were ogres in the fort and no black arrows to be seen, Tarnan scaled the walls and began to stealthily infiltrate the fort. Today, the adventure continues.
I don't hear horrible sounds.
That's a good thing.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
All right, so, yep, Tarnan had just climbed down the ladder, and that is where we will pick up.
That's what's up.
So, as you descend to the bottom of the ladder, you come into a mostly empty room. There's no windows. You do notice a couple of stacks of clothes, shirts, trousers, just basic outfits, but you don't see anything more than that. You in the room itself, you do see a set of stairs that goes down half a flight, 90 degrees, and then goes down to another floor below you.
I don't hear anyone listening for breathing.
Give me a perception check. We'll do the first roll of the session.
Poorly. Got a total of 7.
7?
No, 7.
No, you only hear the rain outside.
I continued. All right, from what I'm gathering, down as far as where I need to go to get to the ground level, it's not actually taking me subterranean, correct?
That is correct. You do see just a little bit of light coming in from outside, like at the bottom of the stairs. You can see the ambient light.
Okay. And can I... Basically, I want to get on the inside of the wall. Can I get a general direction on where I need to go from there?
Yeah, you'd be able to find which is the outer wall, which side of the room is the outer wall pretty easily.
Fantastic. Continue down and head towards the inner wall.
Okay. As you make your way down, you do come into another room on the bottom. This one is completely bare. You do see where the inner wall is. There is an open doorway that leads out into the inner courtyard.
From the shadows, where I'm at currently, do I see any activity in the courtyard now?
Give me another perception check.
I'm gonna try a different dice. Hey, I like that one. Total of 20.
20? Alright, so, let me...
Not a natural 20, but a total.
Total of 20. Alright, let me try. Lars, you might need to zoom out the map just a little bit. Lars. Nate. Lars can try it.
Oh.
with his mind powers.
I was like, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do this, but we'll try.
How?
Pretty sure they're not interchangeable.
It should be if you just use the scroll wheel.
I'm on my laptop without a mouse. I don't have a scroll wheel.
D?
Nice. All
I
right.
don't know.
I don't know how to say that, but
Like,
my hand.
Jill made nonsense words, but a hand motion that made sense.
That's
Just
all that
use
matters.
mine.
Can you zoom out a little bit more? Try and get the whole inner courtyard. Well, I just
I'm so glad.
that works too. All right. So as you looking out the doorway through the curtain of continuous rain, the innards of this battle-worn and grim fortress come into view. The 20-foot-high walls, cratered and pitted on the outside, show none of that wearing on the inside of the fort. Along these well-kept stone walls are the first signs of the ogre incursions. The remnants of what might have been carts, crates, barrels, and ladders lay along the muddy ground close to the wall. On the far end of the fort, a large wooden building in fairly poor repair that seems to have been abandoned for some time, a short flight of wooden stairs leading up to its open door. Next to it is an old guard post, falling apart. Most of the mortar has cracked or sloughed away, leaving stone to grind on stone. Immediately to your right, you find an open-air structure containing several large racks for storing meat. Everything is jumbled and a broken ruin now. Several long, dead bodies lie haphazardly on the damaged smokers, slowly and obviously inefficiently curing as the fires smolder under them. Immediately on your left is a large wooden building. The eastern facade facing you is open, revealing what might once have been a stable, but now you can see only the remains of a house that has been used for slaughter. Mangled corpses in different states of decay and composition hang on the hooks on the walls on the inside, like meat awaiting a butcher's block. The floor seems to be littered with skulls and bones. And lastly, a stone keep in the middle of the courtyard, casting a stubborn shadow against the mountainside, raises up. 2 stone stories topped by a single tower, jutting up from its ramparts like a broken tooth. The large doors on the southern end lay on the ground.
Could you please expand on what the shadow is being stubborn about?
It won't go nowhere.
Permanent shadow. Good to know. Kind of reminds me of Nate's beard, but whatever. Okay, so from my little hidey hole here, can I see the door, the gate that exits out to where my compatriots are?
You would need to actually go out and kind of look around to your left.
Is there shadow enough along that wall that I can do so in relative comfort?
You can try. Right now, if I'm remembering correctly, it is after sunrise. So there are shadows, but it is still... I want to say, if I remember, it's about 8, 9 o'clock. So it's still during the day. There are... It does...
on this side, and the wall is on this side. I gotta have a pretty good chance that there's a shadow.
Well, there's a shadow, but it's still like a day shadow. So, like I said, you can try. It's not a it's not a patch of pure black, but it is a shadow.
Okay, it's a shadow. I'm trying to sneak around the corner towards the gate.
Give me a stealth check.
Total 14.
All right. Then as you go on the go out the door and around the outcropping, you do come to the inside of the gate. You do see a winch and pulley with a long handle.
What does the winch and pulley look like it's attached to? The gate?
Yes, you can pretty obviously tell that it would be used to raise the portcullis.
With all my experience opening doors, gates, and whatnot, from my previous, not so, legal life, how much effort do I believe it's going to be for me to open this gate?
I'm not sure how many portcullises you've opened in your not so legal life. It would be, you can tell it was made to be opened by a person, so you don't think it would be past your strength level to do it between
Fantastic.
the pulleys and everything like that.
I will sneak over there.
Okay.
Do the chains and pulleys and what gears that are attached to it look to be in good repair from what I can see?
They look to work. They do show signs of rust and wear.
From my best guess, if I used my last half vial of oil to try to lube things up a little bit, do I believe it'll help it quiet when I open it, or is it just kind of a lost cause because of the amount of chain or amount of mechanism that there's in front of me?
If you were to run through the entire chain with your oil, you might be able to quiet it in the future, but because of the amount of chain in the entire process, there's no way you would be able to quiet the whole thing before you ran through it. So you don't know how much noise it would make, but that oil trick probably won't work the first time you run through it.
Got it. Do I see a way to jam the lever once I have the door open, or an easy way to disable that lever so that I can keep that portcullis open once it is open?
From what you know about portcullises, you can see that there is a designed lock that once it's open, it can secure itself. It's designed to stay open when it's wanted to stay open and then closed.
Right, but if I want to quickly sabotage it so it stays open forcibly and someone would have to put in some effort to shut it, does it look like something I could do at just a minute or two's time?
Give me an intelligence check.
Thank you. I take it back.
Good.
Where the hell is it? Grand total of 12.
12?
Yeah.
You think if you were to be able to have the right amount of strength, you might be able to rip the handle off of it, so somebody would have to actually break it in order to drop the portcullis.
Okay, how far is it back to where I came from into the shadows? Roughly.
10 feet? It
So I hit
is
the-
just around the parapet.
So in his mind, he's going, okay, I hit the switch. I turn around and run right back into the shadows. It's going to take me, what, 4 seconds, 5 seconds? Maybe a whole round?
Well, you would need to open it. It's a crank open.
Oh, it's not a counterweighted.
It's not a what, I'm sorry?
It's not counterweighted.
No. It looks like
Yeah.
it would be cranked to open, and for defensive purposes, you would know this about portcullises. It's easier to close than it is to open. Because if there was somebody charging, you would want to be able to close the portcullis as quickly as possible.
Screw it. I'll take a deep breath and cast Run Like Hell. No, he... Drake's laughing. He will send a whisper to each side there. I don't remember who he said he was talking to before. I think it was Icky on one side and Geisen on the other.
That sounds right.
I think. Anyway, he sends a whisper to each one of them saying, I'm going to try to open the portcullis. My idea is to get their attention and run out to you. That doesn't work. It was great knowing you. Having completed both, not waiting for a reply, he starts cranking.
Give me a strength check. Let's see how fast you can do this.
Oh, crap. A 4.
Nah.
So
That's
you
the four.
you grab it. You grab it and you just take a deep breath and you start to crank, and the first one goes really quick and it lifts off the ground, and then after that it catches, and you are surprised at how hard it actually is. And as you're doing it, you're starting to wonder if maybe 2 people would usually do this. You hear the gears grinding, and it's not quiet. It does take you... What was that?
I was going to say, has this information been relayed to Grelna, the message? Because
I don't
I was the
remember
one.
who am I standing next to? I don't remember.
It is Grelda and Icky on one side and Geisen and Sinishi on the other.
Okay, well, I would relay that to Sinishi, but I probably can't relay it to...
You could just start screaming. It probably takes you a good, with that strength, so it probably takes you a good 2 minutes to fully open it, and it is not quiet the entire time.
Actually, I'll cast message and relay it to Grelda that way.
Because Icky, come tell me.
No, Iggy will relay that. Would relay that to Grelda.
Okay, the fact that it's accompanied by a message indicating that Tarnan expects to die from this, like the very moment it's obvious it's not going to go fast, Grelda would start running towards it to assist. Like, she would not stay.
He's on the inside, so... Oh, you mean like to grab it and pull it up?
Yeah, to help lift the door.
Okay. It would take... I would say about halfway through is when you would get there, we'll say.
Can I just time out there and... Grelda remembers... I'm sorry, Tammy remembers that this was meant to be an ambush and you guys were supposed to hide and supposed to make noise and run like hell to you guys?
Yes, but you indicated in your message that you thought you could die from this. That was your mistake.
Alright, so it is about... I will say, as Grelda is running up to it, it is about halfway up by the time Grelda gets there, which means it is higher than she could reach anyway. Because it is at least 15 feet up, so it is 7.5 feet by the time you get there. So Grella does make it as Tarnan is like huffing and puffing. His face is red and his muscles are knotted intensely. He's like, "Argh!" And it's about halfway up as you reach it.
Can I help with like pulling or something?
If you want to try and grab the crank, you could help Tarnan.
Well, you said that this was normally
it looks something like this. Go ahead. I'm just the climb was a lot harder than I thought. Yeah, just holy fuck. I'm gonna go back to looking for them.
Someone's wishing he hadn't skipped leg day.
Yeah.
You're looking great today, by the way. Keep it up.
Do I need to do a strength check then?
Yeah, why not?
It's just the big numbers at the top, right? Like the saving throws are in the box. So you got strength.
I hope you roll a 20 and you like barely touch it and it just goes up while he watches.
So it's showing that I have advantage on athletics, but not strength. So I don't get so I just get one roll.
Yeah, you just get one roll.
Oh my god, I rolled a 1. This is bad. Yeah. Roll a 6.
So as Grelda comes up, she doesn't need to duck or anything. She's able to run under. Yes, Bill?
Her score is still higher than mine, though, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
God.
What is it altogether, Tammy?
It's a 6 altogether.
It's a 6 altogether? All right. So as you run up, like you run under, Tardan is trying, and you put one hand between his, expecting to just be able to, like, just do it without an issue. And as you push, helping him, you strain yourself and you grab your other hand on there, and with the two of you, it goes a bit faster. But even for both of you, you don't know if it's the weight of the gate or just the age of the gears, but it's taking, it takes you longer than you had originally intended. You do cut off about 20 seconds on the time, but it definitely does not help with the noise either.
Tarnan has taken his hands off entirely, expecting her to just throw the thing out of the way.
Oh, in that case, then it takes the exact same amount of time it would have taken Tarnan by himself. Because as Grelda grabs it, she tries to do it with one hand, which causes her to stop because it's tougher than she realizes. And then she ends up cranking it the rest of the way. So it does go all the way up. You are able to quickly hit the locking mechanism so it stays up.
Okay. Thank you for bailing me out. We won't talk about this to anyone else, right? Thanks.
Definitely not. We will never tell anyone anything about this.
And as you guys are having that that quick little conversation, you do hear some muffled sounds coming from the entry to the keep.
Tarnan turns to Grelda, pats her on the shoulder and says, "All right, get back in position. Thanks again for the help. It's my turn to make an ass of myself."
Do not die, she tells him, and then runs back to her spot.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so as you're running off, out of the entrance to the keep, you see a large ogre, very much like the ones you saw before. In his hands, he has a half in each hand of what was most likely a person. As he's walking out, and he just stops and looks at you, and as he does that, you can see a couple more coming up behind him, and he just throws down both of the halves of the body, turns his head, looks like we've got some playthings, and then starts walking towards you.
Are the halves like at the waist? He's got like legs and arms, or like an arm and a leg?
Right down the middle, lengthwise.
Okay, just curious.
It's important detail.
It is. All right, so they do begin making their way towards you.
They're not running.
They are strutting, if anything, right now.
Can you ping on the map where they are?
I can do better than that if you give me just a second.
Jeez,
But
Lord.
Grelda's already on the way, right? She's already running. She's out of their view.
Yes. I would say Grelda is back to her vantage point by the time this conversation happens. So that is about where they are. I'll just use the one for them right now.
Okay. I'm drawing a blank. What's the company's name that was supposed to be here?
Black arrows.
Thank you, Black Arrows. Tarnan says, in a normal voice, "You don't look like a member of the Black Arrows. What's going on here?"
They were a tasty snack. This is our place now. For now. And you look like you might be a tasty snack too. Although not enough for all of us.
I'll be back later. I'll let people know this is your place. Don't chase me. And then he starts backing away. Stay right there. I'll let everyone know this is your place now. And he backs up some more. And as soon as they look like they're moving fast, he's going to turn and run. Fast.
Okay, so as you begin to run across the bridge, you do hear them bellow, and they begin to give chase. And as you kind of turn and look over your shoulder, and you realize that there are 4 of them.
I thought Sean was going to be like, did he say, okay, and they head back into the keep?
Well, it's good. It's a good thing he's going to let people
It was
know.
very cultural, that one. I think we better go back inside.
Doesn't look like we'll be bothered anymore.
I expected another crossbow like the one on one of the other ones.
Shh, quiet, you.
Well, I'm just saying.
Whose side are you on?
Our DM definitely has this entire thing mapped out. It's fine.
So,
Okay.
what's the distance from like me to the bridge? I don't remember how we had this all set up.
It is about 105 feet to the start of the bridge. The squares that we saw last time were actually 20-foot squares as opposed to 5-foot squares.
Shit.
Oh,
So you are about 100 to 105 feet away from the start of the bridge.
Okay.
Where's
you
my
run
battle
out?
music? Where's my battle music?
Gyson's gonna cast Fireball anyway.
At your leisure, Sean, could you move me closer to the middle of the path and continuing past them? I want to give them a chance to run closer to in between my group so that they can flank if they want to.
Oh, I'm still on. Thinking about there.
Beautiful.
All right, and then you said you were going to. How far is Fireball? Actually, before you do that, since we're going to do hostilities, I need everybody to roll initiative.
I will roll initiative if you tell us what our cards are for today.
Oh, snap! All right. Well, in that case, let me draw some.
Give me, does the DM give a fuck check?
That would be a natural one.
I don't remember what was the plan. Were we going to try to ambush them like as they crossed the bridge, or wait till they got out, like where we're at, or was there
When they get
plan?
closer to us, but I believe it was something along the lines of when they get closer to us, and we know it's not the whole damn troop, because if I have to, I can outrun them right now with the spell I have on. However, if it's a smaller group, I didn't really give any specific instructions. Once you were pretty confident you were gonna do whatever it is you guys are gonna do.
All right, so you got 2 just general inspirations, which is advantage. You got a boon of accuracy, which is all melee weapon attacks are made with a +1 bonus to hit. Healing surge, which means you can spend a hit dice and treat the roll as maximum. And then a fumble, which is to force an enemy to reroll a single attack or skill check with disadvantage.
Cool.
And again, anybody can use those. Let me roll my initiative for Zeogars. Ooh, damn. All right. Okay. Then Grelda, what's your initiative?
Oh.
I had advantage, and my higher number was 13.
13. All right. And I am keeping track on another sheet of paper since the last time my browser closed on me and I had to guess. All right, Icky, what's yours?
15.
15?
Yep.
All right, Geisen?
18.
Ooh, there you go. Sanishi? 5? All right. Just gonna take a nap and make a sandwich.
Yeah.
Tarnan?
I also had advantage on my initiative, and the higher number was a 10.
10 it is. All right, so I think it is quite fortuitous that Tammy mentioned the crossbows, because there is one of them that is lugging. The one in the far back is lugging one of those large crossbows. It's almost the size of a ballista, and as humorous as it might be, he rolled a 21 total. So he is actually going to go first. Let me change the focus on this. There we go. So let me verify. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Let me
If you'd
see.
like me to leave, Bill, I would understand.
Say again?
I said if you'd like me to leave, I would understand.
Nope. No. You have
All
to
right.
sit
So
through it.
since Tarnan is the only one he is currently aware of, he is going to stop and take a shot at Tarnan. And that is a 16.
Oh, he missed.
Your AC 17?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Does this crossbow have that kind of crazy range?
Yes, it is. Like I said, it's basically the size of a ballista. So it's the normal range is up to 120 feet.
Sean, no. Sean, I screwed up. I don't have that set up right now. It's actually 16.
16? Oh, okay, so
Yep.
it does hit. Okay. I appreciate your honesty, good sir.
So
I got
he's
the
more
wrong
than
thing.
120 feet away, though, right? 'Cause
No, he is 105 feet away.
Isn't he all the way at the back? Because I thought the front of the bridge was 110 for me.
From the back ogre to where Tarnan is right now is exactly 100 feet. From where it is to you, it's 120 movement feet from you, I should say. Not like as the crow flies, but if you were doing movement, It's 120
Or the
feet.
giant ballista bolt flies.
Yes, as the giant ballista bolt flies. And I'm happy because this is the first time I've actually got to shoot this at you. Because you killed the last one.
Doesn't a ballista bolt and a firebolt travel the same?
Well, is it a European ballista bolt or
I was going to say, is it an unladen ballista bolt?
Well, I think the first thing we need
that
to figure
is so okay? So the ogre lets it fly, and as Tarnan's running away, it actually sticks in your side and pierces pretty deep in and does 16 damage.
Ouch.
It could be worse. You could have gotten bitten by a whale. That hurts.
All right.
I just want to say, Tarnan, this is explicitly against the only instructions Grelda has ever given you.
To not die.
I didn't die.
All right, so then in that case, Geisen, you are up.
Okay, so Geisen would have had his awakened spellbook awakened.
Okay.
And actually, I don't remember what the range, how far away that could be.
Wait, you want to get a reaction?
A reaction?
Yes.
Yes, you can do a reaction at any point.
How far away is he? Oh, never mind. I can't-
Exactly 100 feet.
I do not have the range.
Lars, do you have that spell that lets you, like, touch your familiar and then your familiar can cast a spell? I can't remember if you had that on this character.
You can do just like touch spells with the familiars, but with the spellbook thing, I can cast through it.
Cool.
All right, so I'll make this your spell book. A little cougar.
Okay. So he would have had that like set up.
Yeah, you
somewhere.
got that all set up last time, and it would have just been basically floating next to you the entire time.
Well, so if I had planned this out, though, I would have had it set up somewhere like not right next to me, so that when I cast, it's not obvious where the fireball came from.
Okay. Where would you have had it set up?
Is that the tree to the north? Is that really the only? It looks like the only other cover that's around.
Hold on. I think. There you go. Thank you, Nate. Yeah, that's
Sorry.
pretty. No,
I was trying to do some selection stuff and did the wrong thing. So
yes,
I will stop fucking with that.
that tree to the north is basically the only other cover. Like you can tell that they uprooted and cleared out as much of the ground right next to the fort as they could.
Okay, so I would have put it in there then, so at least it's conceivable that there's a wizard hiding in there.
Okay. All right, and then
And then I'll.
from there you said okay. So let me cast it like I did last time. Fireball. Place measure template. Alright, so this. Oh, come on. That would get all of them.
Looks good to me.
Alright, so it's dexterity saving throws, correct?
Yes,
Alright,
16.
Alright, so we'll do the bolt launcher first. That's a 1. That's not going to do it. 14 minus 1. That's not going to do it. 11 minus 1. That's also not going to do it. And a 13 minus 1. That is also not going to do it. So they all fail.
Awesome.
So go ahead and roll for damage then.
Tarnan grimaces out a smile and thinks to himself, that's better than a hellish rebuke any day.
32.
Oh shit. Alright. Alright, so as they are chasing after Tarnan, and the one just lets the bolt go. From a tree to the north of where you are, the blue kind of, it's the shape of a fireball, but it seems to be almost crackling with cold, flies in an arc and lands right in the middle of the bridge and just engulfs all 4 of the ogres in flames. Just like their clothes catch fire. You can see their skin start to burn, or I'm sorry, start to freeze. And
it's radiant.
You changed it to radiant damage?
Well, that's what I was doing last time.
Okay. Then they just, the little rays of white light seem to go like almost burn through their skin and shine out through them. And they all look pretty hurt. Anything else you would like to do, sir?
I think that's probably about all I can do. So I will stop there.
All right. In that case, it is the rest of the ogres' turns, as they rolled a 16. All right. So let's see. So 40, and then he's going to which is going to. Oh. All right, so he's going to dash, and he is going to dash as well, and.
So they're all just ignoring the fireball that came out of the tree?
As far as they're concerned, I did it. They want to kill me.
Yes. They are not super intelligent creatures. So all they know is they hurt and they have prey.
Yeah, you know how you mock me for being dumb?
Yeah.
These guys make me look like fucking genius.
I honestly thought you were going to say Tarnin there. These guys make me look like Tarnin.
All right, in that case, Icky, you are up.
These squares are now. Do they once again represent 5 feet each?
Yes, they have been fixed.
Okay.
So yes,
Right.
we'll do Icky, and then we'll take a 5-minute break, and then continue.
So I will. I guess. Do you see where my finger is on the stream there?
Yes,
I'll run right up the green. The green one.
Okay, that's about 55 feet.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give him the old claw.
Claw. All right.
So I'm gonna roll a rooski. Oh, that's not really what you like to see. That's gonna be a 17.
17 hits.
All right, you like to see that.
That might be what you like to see.
All right, so then the damage on the first one is going to be 11.
All right, go ahead and roll your second one right away.
Second one, ooh, that one's rougher. That one's going to be an 11.
11 hits.
Jesus. All right.
They are very big. Yes, they are very big.
All right, cool. That's going to be another 10 damage, so 21 total.
21 total. All right, so let me mark that off. All right, so then they are completely focused on Tarnin, and as they kind of surround him, Tarnin can see like the drool coming from their mouth, and then just pretty quietly actually, Icky sprints out, like does a Naruto run with his arms behind him, with his wings behind him, sprints out, and then just brings both his claws and just rakes up the back of this ogre, and all of the small pockets that had been opened up from the radiant fireball, just like you connect them, and then just rips open this long tendrils, and it just begins bleeding, and it lets out a howl.
And now he knows that Tarnin was smiling at him.
So Icky will then, I'll use a key point to do that one more time.
All right.
I'm sorry, just bouncing between screens, looking to be able to check off that key point.
Check it.
Check it out.
What?
All right.
What's it all about?
Yes. What is it all about? It's about 24.
That definitely hits.
Ooh. All right. So 6 damage
Okay.
for the first one.
Hold on. What is roll? Since you already rolled it, what is it?
It's 23.
23?
Total.
All right, go ahead and roll the damage for that one, Jim.
Oh my goodness.
10.
10. All right, so after you rake your claws up, one of your claws, you actually like stick one through the back of the ogre's neck, and like you sever the spine. Like you can feel the spine sever as you stick it in, and as you pull it out, the ogre just drops to the ground, and then you, without even looking, you just backhand and rake your claws against the back of the ogre next to you. So the one is dead. And then you did... How much was that second one? Was it 10?
10.
10, that's what I thought. Alright. And then you did 10 to the other one. So this one is gone. And the other one takes damage. Alright, so we will take 5 quick. I know it took a little bit to get everything started, but it's 8:20. So we'll take 5. Grelda and then Tarnin are the next 2 up. So you can kind of plan what you're going to be doing.
Oh, she angry. She mad.
Duly noted. All right, speaking of characters dying, now that everybody's back.
All right.
Grelda is up next.
Oh, let me swap to the other side of my desk. You can tell I'm older than 30. All right, camera swap. All right, well, Grelda is going to fly into a rage. Shaboos.
Rawr.
All right.
Arnon helps her find a rage. He goes like this. Ow! Ow!
Oh,
I feel like she already would have been raging from
yeah.
that
She
unknown
basically,
failure.
if it's only the magic of turn-based combat that means she's flying into a rage right now. So she is going to take her full speed of 35 plus her flying into a rage speed of an extra half her.
Okay.
Half of my speed, so instinctive pounce is what that's called. And I will go exactly where that sparkle was. Then, being in a rage, as I just marked down, she is going to attack the one that Icky had already attacked.
All right.
What does flanking give us?
What does what? I'm sorry.
Flanking?
Flanking would give you advantage, but yeah, I'd say you and Icky actually Icky, yeah, Icky should have gotten advantage on his single attack against this ogre. It worked anyway, but I'll give you flanking on this one.
It's because of Tarnin, right?
Yeah. You need to be on the opposite side of it, but since it is such a large creature, I'll kind of let that vary a little bit.
All right, well then I will not attack recklessly. I do apologize, but would you please recount the non-initiative cards that we have at our disposal?
Yes, there are 2 regular inspiration, which gives you advantage. A boon of accuracy, which all melee attacks are made with a +1 bonus to hit. So that would be 1 person for a combat.
Yeah, which I did not. I see that Nate has not seen it, but I did suggest that Nate might want it since he does get more attacks per turn than the average bear.
It's true.
Healing Surge, which lets you spend a hit dice and treat the roll as maximum and recover that HP.
Okay.
And then Fumble, which is to force an enemy to reroll a single attack or skill check with disadvantage.
Alrighty. Well, since I already get advantage, I do attack recklessly. So I'm just going to attack the one that's already the one that Icky already attacked.
Okay.
With Sebastian. Oh, and I forgot I can do the right click thing.
That's
So
right.
it's either an 18
Ooh.
or a
Or 17. And I can see what you're rolling
Oh!
when you roll it.
I keep forgetting I can right click and do the advantage there and roll that.
Yes. So 18 does hit. So go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay. And this is 12 plus 2 or 3. 2. So 14 damage.
14 damage? Alright. Alright, so as you run up, since you're so low, you swing Sasha upwards, and actually you cut up along from its calf, up its leg to its lower back. And just split the skin open. You cut really deep, and with the amount of blood and just the way it's looking, you can tell that it's hurting bad.
Alright, we're going to do our second attack on the same one then.
Alright. You get advantage on that one as well.
22? Is that... Yeah, I guess. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, it seemed like a lot, but I guess that's what it actually was.
Yeah, 13 plus 9. Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, that definitely hits.
Alright, then the damage is 17.
17. Alright, so you swing up, and then you use that momentum, and then come back down the other leg, and you end up splitting that open. So both of its legs just bust open, and the tissue and the blood starts pouring out, and its legs can't hold its weight anymore, so it drops to its knees, and then it just falls over forward dead.
Yes, because that means I get to do my great weapon master attack, which is when I reduce a creature to 0 HP, I can make 1 melee weapon attack as a bonus action.
Yes, you can.
And I will! What a surprise. Everyone's shocked.
And that one is without advantage, though.
Oh, without advantage?
You're not flanking anybody on this one.
Okay. 19.
That hits.
And it hits for 17.
Good lord.
Jesus Christ.
Barbarian. Alright, so after it drops, Grelda just lets out this like primal roar, and just with one hand, she throws both her hands out to the side, and one of them has Sasha in it, and it just sticks in the side of the ogre next to her, just like 8 inches into the flesh, and then she wrenches it back out.
Awesome.
Anything else you want to do?
Okay, there's plenty I want to do, but I believe that is enough for 1 round.
All right.
I have to let the friends have some glory too. Come on.
All right. In that case, Tarnin.
Seeding.
Tarnin is up.
All my beautiful plans have been laid to waste. Thankfully, actually. I mean, thankfully. So, I think he mutters something like, "God, I love her," and throws 2 daggers at the guy. I mean,
all right. Go ahead and throw the first one.
First one is with advantage because of the twins' flight daggers.
Yep.
I'll take the 14 plus 9.
That hits.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage on that one.
Because I had advantage, I get the sneak attack.
Yep.
And D4. Where's my D4? There's my D4. Oh, that's terrible. 6 is 11.
11? Alright, so the ogre actually turns to look at Grelda as she pulls Sasha out, and then you mutter, and that causes the ogre to look back at you, so when you throw your dagger, it just buries itself right in its forehead, because it had leaned down to look at you, and it buries it right in its forehead, and the force of your throw causes the ogre to tilt over backwards, and just fall and smack right into the ground. And he is dead.
Okay, so don't throw my second dagger, which means I can't recall them, so I'll use my bonus action to physically pick up my other dagger.
Okay.
And having some movement left, I'm going to head towards the trees just to kind of have something to hide behind.
To the north?
I'm sorry, west.
The west? Okay. And your movement...
From whence Icky and Grelda came.
Your movement is 35?
It's Shit, did my it should be 40 if my spell is still up.
Oh, okay. In that case, that would put you to there.
Okay. And
Oh.
that concludes my turn.
Then, Sanishi, you are up.
Oh my god, what?
Yeah, we finally got to the bottom of the round.
Look. Okay, yeah, scraping the barrel here. Goddamn. Well, I mean, how far away is the dude on the bridge?
In the 120
Far.
range, he is 115 from you.
That about a bitch.
Metric bitch.
Metric bitch.
Yes.
Not the Imperial bitch.
It's true. It's an important distinction.
I mean, okay, I guess, I don't know really what else I can do.
You could throw Geisen at them.
Yeah, that's not gonna help anything.
Yeah, Dyson agrees. It's not going to help anything.
No, I'm torn between putting Longstrider on myself and running towards him, or putting Blade Ward on myself and running towards him. The question is, what are my odds of being...
Very loud.
Yeah,
Loud.
there's jamming, and then there's jamming.
Well, it's because it's Tanishi's turn. Everything just got loud.
Oops, that's not what I was doing.
I mean, we already know Grelda's roar, but
I'm gonna have to take that one out of there. That one is super loud.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna cast Longstrider on myself
Okay.
and go move 40 feet towards crossbow dude.
40 feet? Alright. I'll put you to there.
Is that more distance than just doing a dash?
Yeah.
No, a dash would have doubled whatever your movement is.
Yeah, but I can add a dash after this, can't I? That's bonus action.
Oh, long stride is a bonus action? Then yes, you can.
Oh, cool.
Oh, no,
Alright.
long stride is one action. Fuck, I forgot about dash. Can I take that back?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So
In that
you
case,
would have
I'm
moved 35 and then another 35.
30.
30? Okay, so that would take you back to here, and then I'll move you 30.
And then
there.
Playboard is still one action. No, okay.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do? Otherwise,
I don't think so, because that doesn't leave me with another action.
all right. In that case, we are back at the top, and it is the Bolt Org's turn. Let's see how far is that. That's perfect. All right. He is going to load up and shoot another one at Icky.
Yes.
18?
18.
Yes.
19.
Oh god, he missed. Even with that.
I would like to use a key point now, if I could, please, to use deflect missiles.
I will. Let me just.
Can I?
When okay, so deflect
you-
missiles
that's
is when
something I
you
wanted to
are.
do, Brett.
It's when you are hit. You could.
Oh.
You can allow yourself to be hit by an attack. That's your call. But it only works if you're hit by a ranged attack.
Okay, I see that now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So-
I will stay with just being a deft little birdie monk.
All right. I was gonna say because you can basically move into it to do it, but then that depends on if you reduce enough damage. You could basically end up taking damage if you don't roll high enough.
Yep.
So all right. Nope. So then, like you use after the last ogre dies, you all turn and look at the one on the bridge, and it launches its bolt, and Icky just stands there as the bolt kind of flies at it, and just watches it, and it ends up burying itself like right between your feet. And Icky doesn't. You don't even move. You just like stand there and you watch it, and you just watch it go all the way into the ground, and then you just kind of like shrug.
Once again, I'm getting the image of like the fucking bird owl legs.
And Geisen, you are up. Oh, so yeah.
I would like, because not everyone knows. The last thing I picked up was Sentinel Attack, which is when a. Oh no, it's okay. Never mind. This wouldn't count. The creature would have to be within 5 feet of me. But if they make an attack against someone else, then I can attack them as a reaction.
Yes.
But he way claw. I cannot reach. So Sasha, not that big.
All right, then Geisen, you're up. Actually, wait, hold on a second. So that was his action. So as soon as he misses, he kind of looks around at everybody, and with how far you are, he takes a couple of steps back through the gate. He's still within sight distance of everybody, and then you see him kind of turn his head to the side, and he's saying something in a low voice. Nobody can, like, it's so far away that you can't hear it, but you can tell that he's talking. And then his turn's over. And Geisen, you're up.
So is he still visible?
Yeah, you can still see him. He's just kind of like just through the gate.
Okay. How far is he from me or from the spell book?
He is 115 feet from the spell book and 120 feet from you.
Yeah. I wonder what my movement. Okay, well, so for my bonus action, I'll move the spell book to within 90 feet of him.
Alright, that would be... Okay. Right there. Let me just make sure that's still... Oh, that's actually a little closer. Right there. That's within 90 feet.
Okay. And then through that, I'll cast Tasha's Mind Whip, which is an intelligence 16. Saving throw.
Tasha's Mind Whip. All right. Intelligence 16. Well, these guys are super intelligent, so this should be easy.
They seem very smart.
Oh, yeah. What do I have to roll?
16.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
They're so dumb, Dyson, that your attempt to fool them with the book in a different location didn't work. Harder people to fall for this.
Well, their intelligence modifier is a -3, so that was a fail.
Wow.
They're super not smart. All right, so that's a fail. So what does that actually do?
Takes 3d6 psychic damage, and it can't take a reaction until its next turn, the end of its next turn. And on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a movement, an action, or a bonus action. It only gets one.
Oh, Jesus. All right. All right, so roll 3d6.
I love it when you make Sean swear. It makes me happy.
15.
Good Lord. All right, so, and that is Psychic damage. All right. All right. So you see the spell, like everybody can kind of see this. Just it's a floating spectral spell book, and it moves out from the tree, and then you just see this little beam of like bluish energy like crack from it, and immediately surround the ogre's head, and it drops one hand from the bolt launcher and just grabs its head and just starts screaming before it kind of shakes its head, and you can see blood beginning to come down from its nose and from one of its eyes. Anything else you would like to do?
I think that's it.
All right, then, as... Well, let me... Actually, hold on a second. There we go. Then it is Icky's turn.
Well, I'm relatively certain that I can only get within 10 feet of him.
How far can you go?
75 is my flight speed.
Yeah, you would be just out of range.
Yeah. So in that case, I'll I don't know if I can do this without ruining everything.
Nah. That's what I like to hear.
I just want to ping the spot that I want to go. That's all I want.
I can see you. I can see the mouse.
Okay. Hey. All right. Cool. I just pinged.
Yeah. That's where you want to go. All right. To zap.
Yeah, and then I guess I'll just stand ready in case he decides to shoot some shenanigans at me.
Shenanigans!
But that'll be my turn.
All right, in that case, Grelda, you're up.
Having already flown into a rage, you can no longer take advantage of having extra speed. So I'll move 35 feet twice and blow a raspberry at the enemy.
A raspberry?
Raspberry, you say? All right, so 70 feet takes you onto the bridge.
Lone Star.
And with that, Tarnin, you are up. And then Sanishi is next.
40 feet towards the bridge.
All right.
Bonus action. How far am I from him now?
You are about 50 feet.
Ooh. Yeah, screw it. I doed it.
I did it.
I does it. Oh, crap. Where is it?
What are you dudding?
Oh, I can't do that. I already moved. Shit. Okay. Hold on. I'm replanning this. I'm going to be throwing my daggers at him because he's feet, which would give me a penalty except for the fact that I have, what the heck do you want to call it? The
like
range.
sharpshooter or something like that, right?
Sharpshooter.
Is it?
So, say again?
Crossbow expert? No.
No, sharpshooter.
Is it sharpshooter?
Correct.
All right.
That range doesn't give me a disadvantage. Well, as long as I'm within 60 feet of him.
Yeah. Yes, and you are.
And then I will also take the sharpshooter's, what is it? -5 to hit, +10 to damage.
Yep.
I will be doing that. Have advantage
Yep.
because of the daggers.
Yep.
And I will throw the weapon. I will take the 18 plus, what is it? 6?
18 plus 6 minus 5?
Yeah, 18 plus 9 minus 5 is 22.
That hits.
And I will roll his damage. Okay, so that's 1, 5, 6, 7 is 13 is 23.
23. All right. There we go. All right, so you run forward, you stop, take aim, and the dagger goes end over end right over Grelda's head. You can feel it kind of part your hair, and then it buries itself right in the creature's neck up to the hilt. And the creature ends up dropping its ballista and falling forward onto the bridge, dying.
Again, I can't recall my dagger because...
I mean, you could throw the other one at the body in frustration.
Right?
All right, so they're all dead. Combat is over. But as it falls, as the creature falls and dies, everybody can hear a sound kind of from around the corner inside of the fort, and you can just hear it slowly. And from around the corner, you see a woman walk. Tall, red hair, a very proper green gown that has a high neckline and lace along the neck and the ends of the arms. Tall, thin, long red hair flowing down, pale skin, high cheekbones, and just intense eyes. And she just walks around the corner and slow claps as she looks at all of you. That was entertaining and effective. I was told that you have skills, and it seems like you have not let me down.
Turn and throw his other dagger.
All right, well, everybody, then roll initiative.
Okay.
You know, okay, I roll initiative. I think it's funny that you have given people problems. That you've given people a hard time about not letting people talk.
Yeah, how dare we kill people without saving them from interrogation?
What was that, Bill?
I'm in the middle of my turn.
Not anymore. As soon as the creature died, combat ended.
Oh,
okay.
Would you like to I would allow Bill to rethink, because I do think that was the reason for throwing the second dagger.
Yeah, I want my other dagger back. The only way I can do that is if I throw the other one, hit, and then use a bonus to recall them.
Well, you can throw it. Go ahead.
It's all in one action. You literally split my action in half. Oh,
no, I didn't split. You didn't split your action. Didn't split in half, because as soon as combat is done, it's done. Like, it's over. I said that combat was done, and then something else happened.
With the magic of the twin splice daggers, are you telling me this is like a built-in feature, so that when I throw one, the creature dies, I'm just screwed holding the other one with my...
Combat's over. But yes, it is the way the item reads is if you hit with both, you can recall them. If you don't hit with both, then you can't. But everybody, go ahead and roll initiative.
The first dagger is part of the second dagger is actually part of their first attack action.
If you want to talk to me about it offline, we can. But no.
Sure.
While she's talking, could Grelda be getting that other dagger for him?
If Grelda, well, you wouldn't have had time to move all the way to the body before Bill threw his other dagger.
I wasn't sure if I was close enough when he fell forward or not. So, yeah, that's fine. Okay.
No. All right, everybody roll initiative. Let me get out of this one.
Hi, Jill.
All right. Well, once again, I think I might be missing out on a battle. Shit.
Oh no. Tanisha's gonna develop some anxieties, y'all. That's all I'm saying.
Seriously. Gonna?
Some new anxieties.
Okay, there we go.
Like,
Plus-
she's already feeling hurt that this woman came out and said, like, how great everyone was, and I didn't get to do shit. Like, she doesn't know
All
it,
right,
but she's a dagger in my heart.
Icky, what'd you get?
18.
18. All right. Geisen.
14.
14. Gerelda.
Geralda is very happy to report that she has a 19 because really Icky has been setting her up for lots of successes. So,
Sanishi.
Fuck everybody. 7.
And Tarnan.
I'm gonna give my 18 to Sanishi. And I'll take the 7. Is that one of our cards? Can we just switch?
It would be
We can
super
roll.
interesting if it was.
She could use inspiration to roll again, couldn't she?
I mean, I could, but I feel like saving
you
that for a
could.
better time.
We never use all of our cards.
Yeah, use it up.
If you want to use it frivolously for RP reasons, I'm
As
on
my
board.
That's my card. Go ahead, take it.
Sounds like you're doing it.
Oh, okay.
Please roll higher.
Don't you roll 3?
I'm now that I rolled 11 that time, so 14.
14. There you go. All right, hold on. Let me
Twice as much.
redo this really quick.
Thank you for your patience, John.
Oh, that's fine. There we go.
Thank you for using.
All right, so that one's gone. All right, let me add everybody's back in. 18, 14, 19, and then a 14 instead of a 7. And Tarnan got 18. All right, then Grelda is up first.
Wait, I thought Icky and I had the same number. Did we not?
No, you had 19. Icky and Tarnan both had 18.
Oh, bummer. Okay, well,
So, just a second. Did combat start? Did Tarnan actually throw his dagger at her, or?
As soon as hostilities are announced, initiative is rolled, and then it's in
But
order.
I'm just wondering if hostility was actually engaged, or if he was like, is he serious about throwing his dagger, or are we still potentially communicating with her?
Well, Tarnan
is that
said,
a decision we get to make, or is that your decision, John?
I was in the middle of an attack. Literally, the same attack I got split in half. Combat ended. My dagger is in my hand. She comes around the corner, and initiative was rolled.
no, you said she came around the corner, she started talking, and you said, I throw my other dagger, which is why we rolled initiative. It's because you were going to make an attack.
Okay.
No, I'm saying that's why it was rolled. If you're not going to make an attack, that can change things. But you specifically said you were going to make an attack. That's why we rolled initiative. If you're not going to make an attack, that can change things.
So are you attacking?
Yeah, Geralda is not going to initiate hostilities. Like, what I would do if we're going to follow this, is she would hold her turn until hostilities were engaged on either side, basically.
From my perspective, she was talking with the ogre. Yes?
No, she was looking at you guys. I
Ogre
had
was
mentioned-
talking to someone we couldn't see.
Yeah,
and
the
they-
ogre was talking to her, or the ogre was talking to someone previously. It died. She came out, clapped, was looking at you, and was speaking to you
Yes.
as a group.
I'm trying to be Tarnan and not Bill.
It's hard sometimes.
I'm trying to come up with the reason why Tarnan would wait when she appears to have been in league with this thing.
If he,
You know what, screw it.
if you don't think he
Okay.
would wait,
And the thing is it doesn't actually matter if Tarnin would wait or not. Grelda's not going to attack her until someone does something. So either she attacks us or we attack her, and then Grelda's going to do her turn.
All right, since
From Tarna's point of view, just tell me if this seems wrong, if I'm getting it wrong. From Tarna's point of view, the ogre walked out of that place with a humanoid body, torn in half. Probably, I don't know, he doesn't know, but probably a Black Arrow member. These guys are the guys we're here to destroy in the first place. And it, at the gate, not only shot him, but looked down at this woman, communicated with her, and then she comes around the corner clapping like blah, blah, blah.
none of that is untrue. None of that is untrue. Everything you said is factually correct.
And all of this has happened in less than 3 to 5 minutes.
Yes. The creature dropped, and you immediately heard the hand clapping, and then she walked around and started talking to you.
Yeah.
Real quick, Sean, we have never met this woman, right? This isn't the person that was in the jail cell with the cat?
No.
Okay,
No.
just checking.
No, nobody has seen this person before.
But I believe we have a description of the owner of the pleasure barge, which I think matches this.
That's what I was curious of.
It is fairly close to the description that you were given.
Okay. Does Tarnin give a shit? Nope. He shoots.
All right.
Nope.
So since hostility is since we are in combat, Tammy, I know basically Grelda would know at this point that Tarnin is going to do it. That's kind of like hostilities have been initiated, so she would know shit's going down.
Okay, then I'm totally willing to. I have to fly in a rage again because combat ended. So,
Yep.
Boom, fly into a rage. I rush up to her because that's how Grelda do.
All right.
And I will attack recklessly because that is also how Grelda do.
Okay.
Can I be to slightly one side of her so if someone else wanted to snuggle in, they could?
You absolutely can. You can go right there.
Combat into a snuggle fest.
Snuggle.
I hug her with Sasha.
All right. Hold on just a moment.
Yes, sir.
Priceless.
I'm just checking something.
It's priceless.
I don't want to deprive other people of the joy of decapitation, all right?
All right. Go ahead and roll for the attack then.
Okay, so. Ooh, nice. 25.
25? All right. So you run up, and she kind of she was talking, and then all of a sudden everybody got serious, and you ran up, and she has her hands in front of her, and she just kind of watches you as you run up next to her, and you swing Sasha, and the blade goes immediately through, and you feel no resistance. Nothing happens, and you just see the image of the woman kind of shimmer for a second, and then kind of reform. And she just looks at you, and since you interacted with it, you can tell that this is not an actual person. This is a spell, a major image spell.
Do I at least get the satisfaction of destroying the tower next to me? Never mind, it's fine.
No, you're actually right in the middle of the portcullis. So you just had an open swing, and it just went across.
All right, then as her bonus action, Grelda will spit through the woman. Yell, it's a spell. Back to the team.
Would Geisen would know of this spell, right? Would he know, how close somebody would have to be casting this?
You would have a vague idea. I mean, you would know that they would need to be, within the 60 to 150 foot range. So they would need to be around this particular spell. You would know couldn't be cast from far away, so it would need to be somewhere in the general area.
I just want to say, I would have killed her. I would have snapped this little matchstick lady in half. That's all I'm saying.
Would have bitch slapped her. All right. In that case, Icky, you're up.
Is combat still going if we're fighting an illusion?
Yes, combat is still going.
I guess then, just like so Grella yelled back, and Icky would have heard, like it's a spell.
Icky would have heard that, yes.
So I'm gonna fly up to the top of the leftern thing.
All right. So if you're going to the top of it, that's 35 feet and then 20 feet up. So I'm gonna say about 50. We're gonna say 55 feet to get there.
All right, perfect. So I'll go up there and then see if I can see perhaps a body behind a rock to the west.
And you do. You see an exact copy of the woman that had been talking, kind of standing there looking, and she looks up at you, and you just see like the corner of her mouth just curl up into a smirk, and she nods.
Icky will smirk back and nod. That's probably with the distance. It's probably more than 20 feet to where she's at, huh?
It is going to be 25.
25?
20. It's 25 and then 20 down. So,
okay.
I'm not good at that math. So we'll say 35.
Okay. Yeah. So it's too far. So Icky will just yell back to the group like, "She's over here behind a rock." And prepare to perhaps dodge any fiery balls that might come his way.
All right. In that case, Tarnin, you're up.
Move me 40 feet forward. And where'd that put me?
That will there we go. Right there.
Thank you. My dagger is farther up, I imagine.
You've got your dagger is actually right by where Grelda is.
Okay, so then I will use my bonus action to what do you call it? Sprint.
Leap and pick it up.
All right. That's 15 feet, and that puts you right next to it.
Grab my dagger with my action.
Okay.
And then continue my movement into the. Did Icky manage which way? Did I see which way he?
Everybody would have seen him point. He just
cool.
He just kind of landed up and goes, "There's a woman behind a rock over here."
Okay. Yeah. Then I will head off that way with my remaining 20 feet.
15. Put you right about there. 5, 10. Right there. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yep, that puts you right there. And the rock that's there is it's not a tall rock, so you can pretty easily see over it and see her standing there.
Okay, that concludes my turn.
All right. Then it is her turn. She looks at Icky, like smirks, and she sees Tarn come around the corner. She just kind of nods a little bit and just waves her hands up and then down. And you can see, she doesn't grow, but you can see like a shimmer wash over her. And from the waist down, her legs begin to shift and change, and the bottom half of her body turns into a snake. She's the same size, but from the waist down, she has a snake body. And then she is going to... Is that a bonus? All right. So, as her bonus action... Now I gotta find this. We'll use this. Nope, that's too big. We'll use this. All right. As for her bonus action, she casts Spiritual Weapon. 5, 10.
Spiritual what?
spiritual weapon.
Hmm.
And right next to Tarnin, a large... Oh, there we go. About the size of half of Grelda, you see a large large Sahedron, 7-pointed star pop up right next to Tarnin. And it will... That one? I've never used this before. And it will attack Tarnin. That is not gonna hit. All right, so the star like appears next to Tarnin, and it basically flies at his head, and he manages to duck under it. And then she will follow the star and move right next to Tarnin. And that was her bonus action to cast Spiritual Guardian, so she is going to attack Tarnin with her Impaler.
Sounds pleasant.
Oh yes, it's a long spear. It's about as tall as she is, with a serrated edge at the top. All right, so the first one is 15 to hit.
Obviously, bludgeoning damage.
Tarnin, what's your armor class? No. Okay.
15.
Second one is a 24 to hit.
No, that totally misses too.
Oh, okay.
16s are immune to 24s.
6, 8.
All 16s
That does-
are immune to 24s.
That okay. So she does 12 damage to you.
Okay, 1 second.
And her third
Okay.
attack misses. So she swings above your head as yes, sir.
I'm waiting for you to do the description. Then
Oh, okay. All right. So she jabs it at you, and while you're already ducked from the star, you move to the side and it misses. And as she pulls it back, she rakes it along your shoulder and down your chest, and then tries to swing it across. But you manage to kind of tuck and roll under the third one.
Okay, cool. As a reaction, I will cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. Is that instant, or does I need to roll something for that?
It's a roll. It's a Dex 16
Dex 16.
for half.
All right. Check her dexterity. All right. That is a 17. So that is half.
You dirty. Okay, so she only takes half the 3d10. Please roll nice. Please roll nice. 9, 7, and 6 is 15 is 22. So 11.
11. All right.
That's a hell
All
of a
right.
review.
So as she pulls the impaler back, it slices along your skin, and just a series of black necrotic energy flows along her pike, and you can just watch her hands tighten, and you see the veins in her arms kind of a black substance seems to go up it quick before dissolving. And she is done. Geisen, it's your turn.
I guess Gustin will just move towards the bridge. 25, and then I don't think I can really do anything else, so I'll just dash.
Okay. So that would take you 50.
And then I'll. I can't actually find where it says how far I can move the thing a turn. 60 feet sounds familiar, but I don't really
That
remember.
sounds right. Give me just a moment and I'll double check your Awakened spell book. Because I know you can move ahead. While you were holding it. We'll do 60. I can't see it anywhere either. 60 sounds right.
Okay, so I'll move it 60 towards the bridge as a bonus action,
Okay.
and then I'll stop there.
Alright then, Sanishi, you're up.
Yay! So I'm gonna just scream for fuck's sake and move 30 feet closer to the fucking fight.
Alright, 30 will take you here.
Dash.
And then you could dash with your bonus action, or your action if you wanted. And move another 30.
That is really, really fucking annoying.
30 more would put you like right up next to Grelda.
Okay. But if I wanted to cast Fairy Fire, which has a 60 feet away from me, where would that allow me to cast it? Sorry,
Each object in a 60-foot cubed, any creature. I just wanted to make sure you didn't have to like see it. 60 feet away from you would be Tarnin, and that'd be right like around Tarnin and the star and the enemy.
Fuck yes. Okay. I want to cast Fairy Fire there. I use Violet Light. See to play.
Ooh.
Alright, so it is a 20-foot square?
Yes.
Let's see. Each object in a 20-foot cube. That's not what I want to do. That's 17 by 20. Let me move that. There you go.
All right. And excuse me, I said Violet. No, sorry.
You know what?
It said I blue, green, or violet light. My choice.
Wait. How's that?
Just being a dick.
Bravo DM, bravo player.
Bitch, how's that for violet light? No.
And then any creature in the area when the spell is cast, it's also outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
For the objects. Yeah, blah, blah.
And what is
12.
Dex 12? All right, saving throw of 12. Oh wow, that is an 8. That is not going to do it.
No. And so any attack roll now. Now
you would also need to roll.
Well,
Oh, it keeps you from glowing.
That would keep if Tarnin's glowing. Any attack roll against an affected creature has advantage if the attacker can see it. So if Tarnin's glowing, I would have advantage against him.
You have advantage on him.
Yeah. So a dexterity saving throw of 12, Tarnin.
look at that 20. No, it's a 2.
It's a 2, so we're all glowing.
Use an inspiration card.
Say again?
Is there a saving throw card or anything in there?
Yeah.
There's an inspiration card. It's not a saving throw card.
Inspiration card.
What does the group feel? Should I use it or not?
Yes. Icky also has to roll based on this cube.
Oh, Icky does. That's
20
right.
feet up, so.
20 feet by it's a 20-foot square. No, Icky would not need to roll.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me of 3 dimensions, Kyson. No. So, Tarnin, are you taking it, or are you going to use the other inspiration?
Use it.
Take it. You know what? I'll use the card.
All right. I'm going to take.
I got a 9 total.
That is not going to do it. Shame. All right,
The
so
most dexterous person in our group.
Again?
Isn't Tarnin the most dexterous person in our group?
Yeah, but I mean,
Supposedly.
some days my dice are hot and some days they just hate me. And today,
all right.
They're not
So is that permanent, or does that get rolled repeatedly for
I'm
those?
stuck looking purple forever.
It's concentration. Up to a minute.
That's cool. I'm concentrating.
All right, let me mark your character with a thingy so I know you're concentrating.
I'm thinking real hard.
Why don't we do
Smell
that?
the birdie.
All right. So up to a minute. So it's up to 10 rounds. And do you want to do anything else?
No. I feel pretty content making everybody light up.
Then in that case, Grelda, you're up again.
Yay! Okay, so I am no longer raging because I did not attack anything or take damage. So I rage again. Grelda appears to be very low on the rage meters. So I would like to, because as I go into a rage, I can use the instinctive pounce to move further.
Okay.
I would like to be on the other side of the snake lady from Tarnan.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay.
Okay. And I'm not glowing, but she is, so I get advantage anyway.
Yes, you do.
So, Geraldo would remember, but I cannot. The spectral weapons, like, she can just keep casting them. Like, there's no point in attacking the spectral weapon. I know that our group has fought them before.
Your group has fought them before, and you cannot really think of it more like a lasting spell. Like, you can't attack a magic missile. It just
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't have hit points. Anything you tried to do to it would just go through it. And you did learn that Thistletop.
That's the goblin. Yeah, okay.
If it wasn't full, like even as an object, it would be glowing. Because
yes, it is glowing.
Oh.
All marked.
It's going to be attacked. So either way, Geraldo is definitely going to attack. Focus on Snake Lady. We've already killed one really horrible, nasty, very bad Snake Lady. We're going to do the other one too. Plus, Tarnan just got hit again, which is not Grelda's favorite activity of the day. So we are going to attack with advantage from Sasha. We have multiple advantages, but you can only have one.
You can only have one.
Oh, I got a 20!
Oh!
Sir.
A natural 20?
A natural 20.
It was a natural 20. Very good. All right, let's see. Where is that? Yoink.
Did the advantage come in handy with that natural 20?
There we go. Slash to the ribs. Maximum damage. All right. Take whatever your maximum damage for one would be. Without the pluses. So whatever your maximum dice roll would be.
When you say without pluses, so Sasha does 2d12 plus 6 plus 2.
Sasha does 2d12?
Yes.
Good lord.
Does
At least
it
we're
even
related.
He's a large creature?
I need new hand axes. No, you
Oh, no, Sasha does 1d12.
It says 2d12 on my screen. I'm staring at it. That doesn't mean it's right. I'm just saying that's what I see. I'm not.
Yeah, because I'm on the character sheet as well. I see damage 1d12 plus 6.
Weird. All right, I'm gonna send you a picture just so you know I'm not lying because I will never do that.
No, yeah, because I would say 2d12 is insanity. So no, it's 1d12. So you get max 12. Doubled is 24. Plus 6 is 30.
Okay. Well, in Facebook chat, I sent you what I'm seeing.
Okay.
But I guess I'd be okay with the 30.
Didn't you say plus 2 as well?
The
That is
2 is
weird.
for the raging, yeah.
Oh, okay, so 32. So you just did... Okay, so that's 32 damage. Jesus. All right. So, Grelda kind of, like, all, the woman, Tarnan, and the Sahedron that's floating in the air are all glowing, giving off 10 feet of dim light, and Grelda just kind of runs around the outside of him, just kind of looking at him, giving him this weird look, runs up behind Snake Lady. She kind of turns and looks at you over your shoulder, and you just bury Sasha in, like, right between her shoulders. Just bury it in there. And her head goes back, her red hair is flying around as blood begins to pour down her back, and then you wrench Sasha out. Good lord. All right.
And then I will make my second.
I was gonna say that's attack number 1.
We're not gonna do that again. Let's get I did hit for 24 though.
That hits.
Aw, very small number. 11.
Oh, only 11.
Only 11.
All right, so you pull it out, and then you, like, the first one, you got right between her shoulder blades, you pull it out, and then you kind of look back and forth, and you choose the right one, and you manage to bury it in her right shoulder. Not quite as deep. And then you wrench it out. Good lord. All right, anything else you would like to do?
As always, yes, but we're done here.
All right, then it will be Icky's turn in just a second, but... All right, so... All right, Icky, it is your turn, but Grelda, as you pull Sasha away, the cut you made in her shoulder, you see it immediately heal back up.
Oh, that healing bitch, I say.
And
Turn.
Icky, you are up.
All right. I will. I guess I will fly down to be. Can I be just south of Grelda and not be on uneven terrain?
I would say so.
All right, I will be there. I'm gonna give the snake lady the Ilka claw.
Go and claw.
Would you like to use your... Oh, it's too late. Never mind.
He wants to use advantage.
You
No.
get to use advantage because she is glowing, yes.
Yeah, because she's glowing.
We also have +1 to hit on all of your attacks cards.
Ah, beautiful. That's a natural 20.
Much better. Because first one was a 4.
Oh.
I'm like, you're using that advantage, love.
Sanishi, we love you even if you can't make it here, just so you know.
Well, that's what kind of what I was going for. Like, I'm slow, but I can do this for you guys.
All right.
Well,
roll a 1d4 for me.
a 1d4. All right. And if I can pick it up, it's fucking. All right, there we go. 4.
4? All right. So, you land, and you quick jab, and she brings up one of her hands to block it, but you manage to pop her right in the hand, and you can see like it's a human hand, and you dislocate a couple of her fingers. So she has disadvantage, or no, she can't cast spells with a somatic component for the next 4 rounds.
All right.
And you do max damage, so whatever that would be.
1d6 plus 5, I think.
All right, so that's 21.
Yes.
All right.
1d6.
So go ahead and do your second attack.
If I must. 12
I mean,
plus 8, 20.
You can still... I think you still have advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
all right, well,
yeah, you do.
Try that again.
Same.
No, it's fucking exactly the same.
Yeah.
20?
So, 20.
20 hits.
All right. Let's see if I can find that D5 or D6. There it is. 7.
7? All right. So she pulls her hand back, and you can see her fingers are twisted. And then she looks at you, and you just pop her right in the nose, and her head snaps. And she just shakes her head a little bit and then looks at you. All right. Anything else?
Now that'll be it.
I think you pop her right in the nose is the least theatrical thing you've ever had an enemy do, and I kind of love it.
Well, with how many times Icky attacks, you pop her in the nose gets dropped in at least once or twice a combat, because there's only so many ways I can describe Icky hitting somebody. So that just gets sprinkled in liberally. Okay, so after Icky hits her, but before Tarnin goes, she uses her Impaler and attacks Tarnin again. And that is a 17.
Yep.
And she does She ends up stabbing you with the tip of it, just the tip, in your side, and does 14 damage.
Okay.
Grelda takes offense to this and uses her sentinel attack.
Okay, what is that?
That is when a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature.
All right, go ahead.
So I still have advantage because Tarnin, well, she's glowing and Tarnin. Multiple reasons.
You have so much advantage, it's insane.
I know. 20?
20 hits.
Would Grelda really take advantage?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That is 14 damage.
14. All right. So as she pulls her impaler back from Tarnin, Grelda just growls, "You don't touch him!" and then just pull in the opposite shoulder she had hit before. She digs Sasha into the other shoulder.
So I love all of this because I love Sean, I love all of the things that you say, but I love Bill's face every time Grelda attacks. It's like the joy of my life.
Speaking of that, Bill's Tarnin's face is up.
I'm viewing kind of like the scene from Ace Ventura 2, where he gets like the spear in one leg, and the spear on the other leg. But it's like, oh, the axe in one shoulder. Oh, the axe in the other shoulder. Is what I'm
Okay.
envisioning.
Does this individual look like she's actually hurt, damaged, ready to die? Seriously considering her life choices, anything like that?
She definitely looks injured. Like you can see blood pouring down. Like you can see she's not happy.
Oh, did the last axe attack from Grelda also heal?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay. That being said, Tarnin will bonus action. This is gonna be stupid. Bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And step back 15 feet.
Okay.
And it says, "I'm live. I'm not a cat."
I was thinking the same thing.
And then he's got advantage on throws, right? So he's going to use a sharpshooter, take the -5 penalty,
Okay.
and attack with the twin spike daggers.
All right.
I'll take the 15 plus 9, so 20, whatever, 21,
That hits.
24, whatever. Hits.
That hits.
2 in this. Okay, so a total of 6 and 10 is 16.
16. All right.
That first dagger hit. Does she die?
16. No, the first tag. Okay, so as like Sasha is being pulled out of her left shoulder, you back up and you throw the dagger, and the dagger actually also lands in the left shoulder, kind of like exactly opposite where Sasha was dug in. And she just she looks at it. She does not die. There is blood pouring from the wound, but she does not die.
Then I will use my second attack. I'm sorry, then I will use my second half of the first attack action because of the Twin's Flight Daggers and throw it. I still get advantage because of the glowy thing?
Yep.
Thank you, Sanishi.
You're welcome.
And I will take the natural 20.
All right.
Fuck yes.
You tell me what I have to do now.
All right. You whatever
Total guinea man does.
whatever what's your damage dice? That's the word I'm
My
looking
maximum damage dice would be 6, 6, and 4.
for. No, just
plus,
like your like the dice you roll for the twin sight dagger. Is that a D6?
No, it's a D4. It's a dagger. D4.
D4. All right, so take the full of that, which is 4, double it, which is 8, add the 6, so you get the max double damage. So that would be 8, 14. All right. So that would be 14 damage, and you managed to. As she's looking at the one, you throw the other, and it sticks in her opposite shoulder. So now she's got 2 little like wings and dagger grips poking out of her shoulders. Almost looks like decoration. Anything else you would like to do, sir?
I will use my remaining movement. So 40 minus 15 is what? 25?
25.
To... How far is Grelda from me?
Briefly running.
Grelda is
Well, pretty much, yeah.
Grelda is 25 from you.
Okay, then I can't go that really. I can't go that route really. I'm gonna out towards the bridge and then hide around the corner near that rock on the left-hand side.
15, 20, right there. You have 5 more. I don't know if you wanted to go another.
Yeah, let's go 5. Let's go the whole 5. Let's go the whole movement.
All right.
5 more. They're beautiful.
You're not going to call your diggers back?
Can't right now. I already used my bonus action to disengage, so she couldn't get an attack off.
Okay.
All right, then. Alright, so as Tarnan begins to move away, Grelda, you can see your axe attack on the other shoulder does begin to heal up. And it is her turn. So the first thing she is going to do is use her bonus action to attack Grelda with her spiritual weapon. Which is going... That's a 1. That's not going to do anything. So Grelda sees this star that she has just come to despise kind of flying at her. And you actually, like, take Sasha and, like, baseball bat the star. And it kind of flies away and then comes back. Alright, with that... You know what? Yeah. Okay, so... After that, she kind of turns and looks at Icky and looks at Grelda, smiles. This was definitely more entertaining than I thought it was. You all are quite interesting. And then she says a word in a language that you don't understand. And you see behind her a single point of light that extends upwards and then outwards and moves forward and envelops her and then closes and she's gone.
Before you, to interrupt, is the spellbook within 90 feet of her?
It is. I'm trying to see if you can see her, though. Let me see.
Sean is desperately trying to not have yet another returning boss die from us tonight.
No, I would say you'd be able to see her. Yeah, the spellbook. Can you see through the spellbook? If you can see through the spellbook, then yes. You can't see what's going on. The spellbook would be able to if you can see through it.
I think I can see through it, but probably not like all the time.
Let me see.
Now I just have to double check. Her poof is, if it's her turning invisible, she can't do that.
Well, we'll see. I will, you know what, Geisen, I will say...
It's kind of like a gateway, except gateway enters you.
The way gates you.
Exactly.
Uh,
In Soviet Barovia, gateways you.
I
The worst.
Okay, hold on. Let me make sure where. You know what? Actually, from where you are, Geisen, I think you are quite far away from her, but you actually have a line of sight to her. So I would say you could see the spell happening.
Okay.
That's what she gets for coming up with.
I'll cast counter spell through the spell book then.
All right, then I need you. So, if it's a spell of 3rd level or lower, it fails and have no effect. If it's 4th level or higher, you make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. So your spellcasting modifier is +5. Make an ability use your... Alright, so I need you to roll a d20, add 5, and you have to beat 10 plus the spell's level.
Add 5, 18.
So, she cast Teleport, which is a 7th level spell. So the DC would have been 17. So, well, shit. So, the little bead of light appears, begins to stretch, and Geisen immediately sees this, recognizes what spell's being cast, and cast counterspell through it, and the light begins to go and then just blips out of existence. And you can, like, as it stops, like as it blips out of existence, you can see her like turn her head with a snap and look at it, and then kind of look down past the parapet out onto the field, see Geisen, and even from 100 feet away you can like feel the daggers that she's shooting at you with her eyes.
Do they hurt like my
a
dagger?
little wave.
This makes me so happy.
Well, in that case,
I know I'm not doing this, but I feel guilty.
She had her monologue prepared. We ruined everything.
all right. In that case, she will. All right, she is going to move away. Grelda already used her reaction, so but Icky has one. I remember this something like this happening before, where a creature tried to run away from you, Icky.
We'll see how this works out for her.
Yeah, how did that one end, Sean? I can't remember.
Kill
So
the
taking
freaking
that-
dragon.
Good. That's 19. So that's going to be a 27.
That hits.
If it was me, that would be a crit.
Of 8 damage.
8 damage. All right. So you do manage to rake a claw across her shoulders, like connecting where the axe hits were, like in a line across it. And then it's Geisen's turn. And then after Geisen, I'm going to take another 5. But
Okay.
So Geisen will head 25 towards the bridge.
You.
okay.
When she gets to the other end of the bridge.
What was that?
I'm holding my action to cast Polymorph on Tsunushi when she gets to the other end of the bridge.
Oh. Okay, what are you going to polymorph her into so I can make sure I have the correct...
What I tried to do last time but wasn't able to, a T-Rex.
Can you do that this time? Is it because you're a higher level?
Yeah. I think I was one level short.
Yeah, you guys
before,
did get a
but now
level
two.
since the last time. Alright, hold on a second.
I'm just curious. Do her axes stay in her T-Rex hands so she's a T-Rex running around with 2 throwing axes?
Please, yeah.
Please.
I mean,
I really hope this turns into another ballad.
I mean, I
Tammy,
do
can you
feel
draw
a little bad that I only wrote about the whale, given that, like, you know, I turned into a mammoth, fucking killed a dragon, like, right after that.
Alright, hold on a second. Let me...
Sunichi, inspiration strikes when it strikes. You have so much fodder for your imagination. No one's pressuring you to do this quickly. Also excited for the mammoth fight ballad.
I mean, I might just have to make a whole ballad of, you know, Geisen and Sunishi's transformations.
Oh. What do you do? Alright, so, now that I know that, why don't we take 5, and when we come back, we'll see about the T-Rex.
Don't forget to inform Sunichi of this, because
I think it'd be better if Tanishi didn't know.
Yeah, she just blunders across the
Yep.
bridge and all like.
right, except
Alright, then. Sunichi, it's your turn.
oh fuck, she's all the way over there now. Alright, I'm gonna break my concentration and I'm gonna move my 30 feet towards her.
You can keep concentration while you're moving.
Oh, I can keep concentration while I'm moving?
Yep,
Cool.
you can't cast another spell that requires concentration, or if you take any damage, you have to roll to see if you can keep your concentration. You can attack while you have concentration and everything.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay. In that case, I can feel bad about this and just move towards her, 30 feet.
Alright, so you move 10 feet. As Sanishi's foot touches the bridge, Geisen releases his spell, and you immediately begin to feel your body change, and you find yourself... a large T-Rex as you immediately double in size and then some.
Very happy looking T-Rex. I would like to continue my run towards her, however much movement I...
Alright, so T-Rexes have movement of 50 feet. So you already did 10, so... 5...
I'm just imagining her doing the like Jurassic Park T-Rex roar as she forms into a T-Rex.
Fuck yes, that's exactly what I'm doing.
That would take you to about there.
What actions, what do I have available as a T-Rex?
Your actions are a bite attack and a tail attack. And you can't, you have a multi-attack, you make one bite attack and one tail attack, but you cannot do both against the same target.
Okay.
Go
How
give
much
her a
health do I
kiss.
have?
What was that?
How much health do I have as a, like, defense?
136 hit points, and your AC is 13.